I like to simply state that I do not understand the nature and cause of the action in regard of the elements of my personal jurisdiction.
All right. Are you entering a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I cannot answer a plea at the moment because I'm not sure what I'm going to be tried under. What jurisdiction am I going to be tried under?
All right, folks. Today we've got another sovereign citizen genius in court. This time for thinking he doesn't need a driver's license. Yep, he's rolling out the classic "I'm traveling, not driving" argument, as if that's some kind of legal cheat code. Spoiler alert, it's not. Newsflash for this guy: driving without a license is illegal everywhere, no matter how many YouTube videos told you otherwise. The judge, though? Absolute pro. Keeps a straight face while dealing with this nonsense, and honestly, it's comedy gold. I swear, these sovereign citizens never disappoint when it comes to courtroom chaos. So, what do you guys think, delusional or just trolling? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Alright, let's dive in.
In regards to a plea, right now, do you have a plan in regards to an attorney? Are you hiring an attorney, asking the court to appoint, representing yourself?
Represent myself, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Curvin, you looks like you're 33 years old. So absent some other compelling reason, you'd be able to represent yourself. If you wish to, I'm going to ask what your plea is. If you wish to have a trial, if you wish to, I don't know if you qualify for a diversion, if you wish to try to get the case resolved either through counsel or yourself with the county attorney's office, any of those things, then your plea should be not guilty. If you choose to plead guilty, then we would proceed to sentencing. I would hear from both parties in a pronounced sentence. If you plead no contest, that is then if the state were to present what we refer to as a proffer, a person who's pleading no contest are not challenging the charge, but they're not pleading guilty per se. If there's a proffer that supports the facts that would result in a guilty verdict, then that person would be found guilty and we'd proceed to sentencing in the same manner as I described before. With those things in mind, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Are we on the record?
Yes.
Well, on the record before I make a plea, I like to simply state that I do not understand the nature and cause of the action in regard of the elements of my personal jurisdiction, the venue, and the nature cause of action until the prosecution has properly alleged them for me, and therefore I'm not able to enter a plea until then. I'd like to know if it's going to be if I'm going to be tried under common law, or is it
Can anyone watching actually understand sovereign citizen speak? Because this guy is rambling like he's about to unlock a cheat code that makes the judge go, you know what? You're right. Case dismissed. Spoiler alert. That's definitely not happening. He's over here asking, what law am I being charged under? Like that's some kind of legal trapdoor. Honestly, I don't get the logic. It's like all these sovereign citizens downloaded the same script off a sketchy forum. And every single time we've seen one of these cases, it ends the same way: contempt charges, shutdowns, or worse. I mean, sure, once in a blue moon they might get a retrial, but it never works out the way they think it will. What do you guys think of his courtroom performance so far? Personally, I think he's completely delusional, maybe even borderline nuts, but I'll give him this: at least he's been sort of respectful. Alright, let's jump back into it.
I got my headphones on. Did you hear what I said, or just what part did you need to
I heard part of what you said, so.
Okay. I was saying, for the record, I did not simply understand nature and cause of action brought against me with regards of the elements of our personal jurisdiction, and also the nature cause of action until the prosecution has let me know what they're going to try me underneath, so I can let you know what I'm going to make my plea. I'm not really sure if it's under common law or is it maritime amity law, so I can know how to defend myself, and then I can enter my plea.
All right. Have you filed a motion for discovery in this case?
I filed in I put a special appearance in affidavit in about a week ago.
Well, there's something that's listed as correspondence in the court file. I'm looking at it now. It's not an official pleading. Neither does it state that you've requested information from the state that we refer to as discovery.
You didn't receive. I emailed. I actually faxed the. I faxed the special appearance. Did you receive it?
There's a document that looks like it is served or before a notary in Oklahoma that reflects what appears to be your signature and says respondent beneficiary of the named defendant in constitutional rights / benefits.
It should
Is
be
that the
like
document you're referring to?
yeah, I think is it just only one they went through? Because there's like 4 pages, 4 or 5, a few pages that went through, not just one.
There's a one-page document.
There's only one. It's supposed to be more. I faxed the more over there. It was supposed to be like 4 pages.
It's one page. Where it begins is at the top. It says the Supreme Court said in U.S. versus Mirsky.
Yeah, I have a copy right here with me. I think you're just referring to the last page, and I sent like 4 pages of them. I think I got it notarized at the end of it, and I think the notary already sent the last page to you, but it was supposed to be 4 more pages to go with that. And that was the special appearance.
All right. Are you entering a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Can I enter a plea at the moment because I'm not sure what I'm going to be tried under. What jurisdiction am I going to be tried under? I do not understand the nature of the cause of action being brought up yesterday.
Well, I've explained what you're charged with.
Yes.
I'm going to put you down as a plea of not guilty and set this matter for trial. If you wish to,
because my special appearance didn't make it out. Like I need to resend it as well.
Oh man, he's trying to resend his special appearance. For those who don't know, sovereign citizens believe that by filing something called a special appearance, they can somehow dodge the court's jurisdiction, like the legal version of peekaboo. The idea is, if I don't acknowledge the court, it doesn't have power over me. Yeah, that's not how any of this works. Once you're physically in court, guess what? You're already under its jurisdiction. Judges have heard this nonsense 1,000 times, and not once has it actually worked. Seriously, if anyone out there has any proof that this tactic has ever succeeded, please show me, because I genuinely don't think it's ever happened. I also don't get why people are still trying this sovereign citizen stuff. All it does is waste the court's time. But hey, at least it's wildly entertaining, and breaking it all down is half the fun. All right, let's dive back in.
And then make it into, I guess you already have the last copy of it. There's more pages that you didn't receive. I need to enter that in beforehand. How can I reset until I can do that? I have time to do that. I can do it today, and we can reset it for this same time next week if that's okay with you.
I'm going to go ahead and set this for trial. You can, if you have pretrial motions that you'd like to address, they need to be properly filed.
Okay.
Sometimes if people are representing themselves, they're still held to the same standard as an attorney would be.
Yes, sir.
And sometimes people don't have the experience to do that correctly. So there's an advantage to having an attorney. But I'm going to set aside 2 hours for a bench trial.
I'd like to be tried by jury if that's okay. If I'm going to be separate trial, if it has to be separate trial.
Have you made a written request for trial by jury?
I have not. This is my first appearance today.
If you're seeking to have a jury trial, then you're going to need to file a written motion in that regard.
Okay.
Again, pursuant to Kansas law, there are restrictions in that regard. When we set a jury trial, I generally have a pretrial date that we have. You will be required to be here at Elk County to conduct that hearing. If you have pretrial motions that you're wishing to have heard, we typically would do that in advance at a pretrial. I'm going to set a pretrial date at this time. It'll give you an opportunity to place your written motion for request for jury trial.
Do you guys actually think he's going to win this jury trial? Because let's be honest, this man was caught driving without a license and is speaking straight out of the sovereign citizen playbook. That's not exactly what I'd call a rock-solid defense. Personally, I don't see this ending well for him. Sure, he was relatively respectful in court, but let's not sugarcoat it. He's still out here acting like he's above the law. And juries? Yeah, they're not usually impressed by people who think the law doesn't apply to them. Also, let's clear this up again. Driving without a license is illegal in all 50 states. There's no secret traveler loophole. That argument has never worked, and it's not about to start now. Unfortunately, since it's going to a jury trial, we probably won't get to see the whole thing play out. Those usually don't make it online. But honestly, sovereign citizen cases all follow the same script. They act like they've discovered some secret cheat code to beat the system. But all they do is waste the court's time and embarrass themselves. It's like watching someone play Monopoly and argue they don't owe rent because they don't recognize the rules. Funny? Yes. Effective? Absolutely not. He'll likely end up with a fine, maybe probation, nothing too wild, but definitely a loss. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this hearing. Do you think he has even a tiny chance? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and take care.